Good day, everybody. AG outside again. So, what we're gonna do? We're gonna expand our garden a little bit and turn it over and get it prepped for a great year this summer. Having a good summer garden. I am going to expand it out into some of this new ground, about 25 feet. So, will give us a little bit more room on this higher ground out here. This is where vegetables grow the best at. Uh, what that's going to do is going to also allow me to have more expansion as far as, not planting in the same location all the time, giving more time for certain areas of rest before I replant them. So doing that expansion is going to help. And also, I want to go through the whole process of preparing for a garden. Uh, that involves turning the ground over. So I got my turnover plow on there. Uh, and so that's the first step, turning it over. This process, really, you should do it every year, but I don't do it every year because I plant in the same area and the soil kind of stays soft. So sometimes I can get away with just, tilling everything up and I got a little row maker. I'll show you that process, putting my rows back in and then plant my vegetables. So, but this is a critical step because one is gonna allow that soil is already at the bottom that has nutrients in it. It's going to allow us to kind of pull that up back up to the top, and then when you stir the dirt up, it releases the natural fertilizers that's in the soil already. That's why if you notice, if you growing vegetables, once you hoe around them, and that the dirt is kind of hard around the vegetable plant, but once you hoe around it and soften that dirt up around the plant, it does better. That's because you're releasing that natural fertilizer and you're also aerating the soil and it's allowing that plant to thrive a little bit better. So this right here is the same kind of principle, but times 100. Okay, y'all, I think we got it turned over real good. So we was able to expand it out some and kind of excited about that. And the next step, we're going to come back, we're going to disc it up. Sometime ideally you can, you know, turn over your ground, during the winter months and kind of let it rot, especially if you got a new area that you're breaking ground on. And okay, y'all, we're back to do our second step. So the first step, we turned it over and we let that sit for a little over a week. So now it's time to go to the second step, which is disting it up or tilling it up. Now you can use a tiller. A lot of people are using those, the tillers that fit on the back of a tractor. And I've been thinking about getting one, but right now this works for me. It's a real heavy disc plow, and then also I inherited all this equipment that I'm using from my father, so I kind of like using it because it kind of reminds me of my father. So, but anyway, this and he has a heavy duty tractor that I also still have. It's in the shop that really uh, more equipped for this type of a heavy disc plow because this tractor right here is kind of a medium duty tractor, but it appears to pull this pretty good. Basically, disking it up and tilling it is similar to the same process. It just gets the ground nice and fine, chops up all the big chunks. If you had any grass that was from the new areas that we turned over, kind of go ahead and dice that grass up and get ready for the last step, which we'll come back later. But let's finish this step out. Okay, now that we got it diced up and dished up, you can kind of see how it looks now. It kind of flattened everything out because, you know, when it was turned over, it was kind of rough looking. We had, you know, high spots and low spots. So it's kind of, like I said, evened everything out, got everything real fine. You wanted to have it a good moist consistency like this right here when you get ready to dish it up. You know, you don't want it to be too dry. You don't want to be too wet because if it's too wet, then it'll want to clog up your disc or it'll clog up your tiller. So you want to get this perfect consistency, you know, because it makes it a lot easier. If you let it get too dry, and it can be a little bit harder to dish it up. You know, you may have to, you know, take a lot more passes to get it right. Um, so this is the perfect consistency for it. I'm gonna let this right here. We're going to get a little more rain. So I think what I'm gonna do is just let that rain hit it. What did I do? It'll kind of help flatten and even things out even a little more. It'll help kind of continue to break down some of this grass. We still got a little bit of grass like that. This right here is you know, the reason we kind of moved too fast with it. We still got like a lot of little green grass. That's why you want to turn it over and let it sit for about a month to give a good opportunity for all this grass to die. So, but that's okay. I think we'll be fine. Um, we don't have a lot of that. That's just grass from the new area that we you know, we expanded out into the new area where they had grass. So we don't have a lot of that. Besides, by letting it sit for another few days, another week, give more time for that stuff like that to die, and it will, like I say, come back with the next step. And I appreciate you for watching so far. All right, y'all, we are back. It's about 2 weeks later. Of course, we got rainfall, and then it's dried back out. So I'm kind of glad we got it to this consistency here. It's a little bit drier than it was before, but we're finna get ready to put our rows in. That'll be the last step. Okay, so this final step, we're gonna go ahead and create our rows that we're gonna plant our vegetables in. So there's different methods of making your rows. I use the cultivator. This is how my father did it. So this is his equipment I inherited from him. So that's the way I make my rows. So but wait, basically this cultivator, it digs down into the ground with these teeth. These teeth are they'll perform that, they'll create that low part, and then it'll heal, come in here, and this is where we'll plant our vegetables. And then it'll, you know, these teeth right here create the next valley, a low spot. Then this next one perform the next, create that next heel. So it basically it puts in 2 rows at a time. So um, the other tractor that I have that's in the shop that this equipment came with, is lined up. The wheels are lined up to line right up with these here. So I'm gonna try to get that tractor back by the time my vegetables start growing, so I can sweep inside my rows with this cultivator. Uh, if not, I'm gonna have to line these wheels up with these sweeps. So it's important, if you can, to try to you know, to cultivate in between your rows as your plants are developing, if you can, because what that does, it helps aerate the soil. It helps cut down on the weeds. It helps with your fertilizer. Okay, y'all, so we got all our rows in, they straight, and they're in pretty good shape. As you can see, give you an idea of how we formed each row up. We'll, plant our vegetables there. That'll be our valley, and so we got some pretty nice rows in. That cultivator, it does a pretty good job. It does what I needed to do as far as making all my rows. So, man, please subscribe to AG Outside, and don't forget to hit the notification for more videos. We're gonna do a lot of exciting things this summer. That's why we expanded the garden out this year. So some things we're gonna do again that we perfected, to show you how to do them. If you're interested in growing different vegetables, hopefully this video helps you if you're interested in, buying equipment and getting a bigger garden with grocery prices getting more expensive. A lot of people want to get into growing their own vegetables, and it's actually a more healthier way to eat vegetables. So hopefully this helps you. You know what kind of equipment to buy. If you don't want to garden this big, you can still get still the same process. You want to bust up the ground, you want to dish it up, level it out, get it real fine, and you want to have a way to put your rows in. So it's a 3-step process, no matter how big or small you want to do it. I need to do it, but um, so again, we're gonna have some exciting things that we're gonna do this year. We're gonna do some comparison videos. We're gonna plant some things we've never planted before. Um, and like I said, we're gonna, just make sure you keep an eye out for AG Outside, subscribe, and have a good day.